A is for analyze. The goal of the analyze phase is to collect as much information as possible in order to support making design decisions and creating course materials. So first off, we have sources of information. And generally, we look to interview stakeholders and subject matter experts, as well as look at what existing resources are there. In some cases, you might have things like employment records, or you might have previous student results. You may have interviews with students. There's a variety of different ways in which you can seek out information sources. So the first thing you want to look at is where you get the information. Now, with that information, what are we going to do? We're going to describe the organizational context so that you have an overall understanding of the organization. We're going to look specifically at the performance environment. This is where the job is being done in the real world environment. We're going to look at options for training environment. Sometimes there are various constraints. Sometimes you have no choice but to do a face-to-face course but to do an online course or a mobile course. So looking at those options. And then we want to take a deep dive into learner characteristics. We want to take a look at who our learners are, what are their different characteristics, because all of this information goes together to help us make better design decisions. The next thing we're going to do is a needs assessment. Here we're actually going to look at what the need is from our organizational context and what we believe is the need, what problem it is we're trying to solve. We're going to use that to create or write out an instructional goal, which is written in a very specific way. And from there, we're going to then analyze that goal from the context of performance. So we're going to start by looking at that goal and saying, okay, what does somebody who does this do? And that's going to create a list of tasks. And then we're going to analyze those tasks to figure out what knowledge and skills are needed. And all of this information together forms our analysis. Once the analysis is done, we can then move on to the design phase.